Dawning, and welcome to Good Dawning with Mr. Floyd. My name is Josh, and this is Mr. Floyd Channeling's channel. We channel Archangel Raphael and Saint Germain. We do this daily at this same time, this same channel, Monday through Friday. Welcome. It's a bit chilly here. It's in the low 50s out here in the park. Let's see who is in the chat. We have Henny or Helene. Welcome. And we have Millie, who has been gardening. Welcome. So Millie is grounded in the earth already, as I am out here grounding myself in the earth. How is your universe? Dora, good dawning. Welcome to you. Let's let people build in. Yay, we out. Yes, I am outside. I'm freezing. It's like 54 degrees. We go up and down in Colorado. So today will be in the 60s, while yesterday was much, much warmer. And then it'll be in the 90s again this weekend. So there we go. But one of these days, I wish there's no cell towers on the top of the mountains, or I could broadcast from like a snowfield or something, because there's still plenty of snow up there. But let's see who else. Mary, good dawning. And let's see who else. All right, guys. We can give everybody a few moments. How's your dawning? Peaceful. You know, when your life has uncertainties, but you can find peace within it. Right now, I'm kind of in an uncertain space with my lease coming to its close, or do I want to resign, or do I go month to month and pay an additional $300? So I don't know what I'm doing. But can you find peace in your universe? I think this is where Saint Germain's going to probably go today. 81 with a high of 92. Nice. I'd take it. We're never at 81 this early in the morning. We don't even get our highs until 2, 3 in the afternoon. We don't get anywhere near warm because there's zero humidity. It's like 15% humidity out here, maybe 20%. So there's no moisture in the air, so nothing holds the heat. So it's literally up to the sun. And if you could stand behind a tree and it's 20 degrees, 15 degrees difference. So yeah. So when your life is when you have uncertainties, there we go. We'll see that. You have uncertainties in your universe. Can you still find peace and balance within that? Can you find 86? Dang. There we go. We'll try to get this straight here. That's better. Can you find peace in knowing that Source has got your back? That's what I'm not struggling with it anymore, but I don't know what I'm doing. My lease is up like the middle of July. I mean, I could just sit there and I'd just charge me monthly. But so I have no idea what I'm doing. I could move to Chicago, but that's where my dad lives. And I could see that I'd be his built-in babysitter. So I don't know. Is that where I'm supposed to go? I have no idea. But what's crazy is I'm not going nuts. And I'm not losing it like I might have, or throwing it to my universe. Who else is out there? Fatima, Joyce, fantastic. So if you're sitting in your universe, and you might have something that's leaving an air of uncertainty, an air of question in your universe, and what might happen or what might occur or where you may end up or anything. Can you find that trust, that deep trust in some cases, hi Nat, to let go and realize I'm not totally, this is Nat, hello. I'm not totally in control. And that now it landed on my nose. Now it's on my glasses. This Nat is being friendly. So yeah, can you find that space? I think that's where Saint Germain's going to go today. It is where he's going to go. Okay, so we're going to talk about finding that space when your universe is dervishy, or when you're in a space that you have no control over, or at least totally. Can you find that peace? So we're going to take a moment here for those who have not been gardening or outside already, and we're going to take a deep breath and just kind of center down. Wherever you are, if you're at home, turn off the TV, if it's on. If you're outside, turn off the headset. Just listen for a moment. Well, if you turn off that, you'll turn me off. But just listen for a moment to wherever you are. Sometimes we don't do that. Wherever we are, we don't center down into where we are. We're just there, dervishing through or doing what we need to do. But do we really ground where we're at? If you haven't already this dawning, make sure you ground. That's something that's important. Just imagine, if you would, dropping a cord all the way up from your soul star chakra, through your crown chakra, right down your back into the earth. And if you're in a house or an apartment, then through the floor into the earth. Make sure that's important. If I wasn't grounded, not knowing where my universe is going could easily throw me into a tizzy. I don't know about you. So just breathe. And wherever you are, just look around for a moment. Take in the space. We don't often do that. We breeze through our universe, not taking in where we're at, or allowing the energies of where we're at sometimes to kind of merge with our energies. We just burn through. And obviously, if you're at home, it's all your energy. But have you ever really looked at your house? Do you look in your nooks and crannies? Have you seen the corners? Do you ever just sit in the energy of your own home? We're going to bring in Archangel Raphael and Saint Germain and do a channeling. And if you're new here, please like and subscribe. We do lives every day. And as far as channeling, I'm a semi-conscious channeler, so I can reach out. I'm not breaking channel if I open my eyes or anything. I'll count down from 5, which brings me into a looser, more trancey state, and opens up. Let's Archangel Raphael know that I'm intent on having a more deeper channel than just a quick question when he pops in. So 5, and Saint Germain. 4, 3, 2, 1. Good dawning and welcome. We bound with the energy of the beautiful dawning and the wind, of course, that is blowing through right behind Josh and making him very chilly. Ha ha ha! He's sitting at the edge of the lake, so if he moves out of the way, well, you may not be able to see. But there's the lake. So he's sitting at the edge of the lake where it is very windy and the wind is blowing off the lake and making him rather chilly. But welcome, we are Archangel Raphael and Saint Germain, and we are here for you in this dawning to help you to frame your day as best as possible. And it's kind of working out that Josh is leading in with his little meditations, and then we are going to expand on that topic. And so for today, we are going to ask, if your universe is not perfect, why not? No, just kidding. If your universe is not perfect, there's something in your universe that you are not in control of, that is looming, so to speak. Maybe you have a date out there that you don't want to deal with, a date for a doctor's appointment, or a date with destiny, so to speak, in your future that you know you have to deal with, so to speak. There's nothing you have to deal with. It is all for you to learn from. There's nothing you are dealing with. We are not making it like Monty Hall's not coming out and saying, let's make a deal with your universe. We are saying to you, in your universe, these are things that are coming up that are for you as opportunities to grow, opportunities to trust in your universe. For Josh, for example, with his lease coming up, he could be all dovishy and running around going, what is he going to do? I have no idea. Chicken with my head cut off, and he is going to lose his mind. But he is not. He is trusting in Saint Germain and Archangel Raphael. There are moments, of course, as everybody will have, where you are like, oh my gosh, the lease is going to end. What do I do? And then you realize you let go. What in your universe are you holding on to that you have to, your lease, so to speak, that you have to let go of and let your universe take care of? What in your frame today that you know that you have to tackle, that you are not in control of? You have no control over the outcome. You have no control over how the other person might react, or how the situation is going to turn out. You do not even know if you will be received when you have to tackle this situation, whatever it is. Whatever it is for you in your universe, can you do that with trust? Can you tackle that situation? The wind is blowing and it's getting cold for Josh. But on your end, can you tackle whatever is placed in front of you, knowing and trust that you are source, that you are going to be taken care of, and that whatever you do will turn out for you the right way? Because if you are putting energies into something that you know, and you're not seeing a lot of Saint Germain's hands because it is chilly, so he's put his hands in the kangaroo pocket of the hoodie. But from a energetic standpoint, can you see through whatever is in front of you that you have to tackle in trust? Can you see through whatever it is you have to tackle in love? And can you see through to the end? Of course, if you have to tackle something, seeing through to the end, see it before you tackle it. as a positive outcome. Do not hold anything to it. You have an intention of a positive outcome. Do not know how it gets there. You have no control over that. Sometimes you just have to put your foot in front of the other and let these things take care of themselves. That's why you have to trust in your universe. Long as you do what you need to do, step into the energies of I need to take care of. This is there. I'm not delaying. What are you delaying? Remember that. I am not delaying. This is in my purview and in my frame. So I have to take care of this, whatever it is. Can you walk in that situation with absolute trust? If you cannot, that is okay. Maybe our universe in the past has shown you that things don't work out, or this didn't work out, or you had the same situation before and it was totally a disaster for your universe. But was it a total disaster? Sometimes we think things are a total disaster because we see only the exact immediate response to something that's happened. So you go to do this, and then you go to whatever, and it falls apart. Whatever it is. Maybe we're going to be a little silly here, but maybe you pull a Pyrex dish out of your oven, and your oven mitt is thin. So you drop it, and it breaks all over the floor. At that exact moment, you are upset. You broke your Pyrex dish, your food is all over the floor, gone. See you later. You have to go to the store and get another Pyrex dish. You now have no food either. We have plenty of ready food in your fridge, but you have no food ready to eat. You had cooked this meal, you put all the energy behind it. How are you going to react? This is something that comes up in your universe. Now you have opportunities as well. Can you see that as an opportunity to maybe get a cooler, more awesome Pyrex dish? Or maybe even make a meal. Screw this meal. This meal was garbage. I'm going to make something even better. How are you going to frame these things in your universe? That's the question. When you have to have a task that you are barreling into and you go, you're at work and you hate doing your TPS reports because you are always getting yelled at because you don't put the right cover sheet on it, if you understand the movie, So you do your TPS reports at work, but you hate doing them because you're always getting yelled at. You have 7 different bosses who do not understand that your TPS reports are perfect. To them, they do their TPS reports differently. So each one wants a different style of TPS report, but you are doing it the way you are trained and doing it perfectly. How in your universe then can you handle each one when you go, oh no, I did my TPS report and I did it as well as I am supposed to. I did it as I was trained, not as you are trained, and I am not told to do it any other way. I love you. Well, you might not want to say I love you at work. That might be a little awkward, but I appreciate you. There you go. Can you do that? Can you hold frame? So if you are doing something, if there's tasks in your universe that you do not want to complete or that you have to complete that maybe give you grief, can you handle that as well? What we are getting at in general is you are sauce. What are you walking into that you can have trust on? What is in front of you where you can rely on the fact that you are sauce? You are the trust in your own self. If you're not trusting sauce, then you're not trusting yourself as sauce. Remember, you are your own toroidal field. You create your own energetic field. You go where you want to go. You do what you choose to do in your universe as sauce. You bumble into it, you are not sauce anymore. You are bumbling into it in your 3D energies. So what is in front of you that you don't want to handle today, that you know you need to handle? Do you need to call the doctor and make an appointment? Are you worried that the money calling the doctor, are you concerned about, I don't want to call the doctor because I don't want to know what is going on with my body because I am in fear. You are sauce. Tackle it. Have faith. If you can pick up the phone to call the doctor, you're already better than 60, 70% of most of the planet. Not a lot of people can just pick up the phone to call the doctor and make an appointment. You have insurance. You have a doctor that you know and trust. You have a telephone that you can call them on. You have transportation to get to the doctor. Your universe is pretty good already. So if you are willing to look at that and say, I am afraid of what is going on in my body, well, you should see that you are privileged enough to have the telephone to pick up, to call the doctor, to get to the car, to go to the doctor. Your universe is not, I have to go beat the rock to go wash my clothes or go to the river to just get water. Or I have to go to find somebody and go to the local area and find the public phone and try to make a phone call. None of that is in your purview. You are part of the higher percentage. You're watching YouTube, for example. How many people don't even know YouTube exists because they have not been on the internet? So where can you find that gratitude? If you need to take it all the way back to that, please, in your universe, do so. Take it all the way back to wherever you feel you need to take it. But in your universe, can you ground into that? Can you realize, I am sauce. Whatever is in front of me, is meant to be there. Whatever I need to tackle, I'm going to tackle with love and peace. And the outcome, maybe you're afraid of the outcome, so you don't tackle things in your universe. Or you are not going to jump on what you need to do today, for example. Whatever is standing in front of your universe. For Josh, it is the lease, or what is that? And letting go and not having fear. Can you let go as well? So if it is in front of you, can you let go, tackle it, and know that you are source, and trust that you are plowing into something that you put in front of you most likely in the first place? And this is all your grand design. So if there's something in front of you that you need to tackle, that you are afraid to tackle, or you do not have trust, or you are having trust issues or whatever, realize 90% of that is your energy that you put that thing in your front of you in the first place, most likely. And if it doesn't look that way, energetically behind the scenes, it was there, put there for you, for your absolute most best growth. You don't put anything in your universe for your absolute most best descension. We are not looking to, we are going to put this in your universe, so see how far you can slip, see how worse you can get and how bad your universe can go. We do not do that. You might think that this is going to happen that way for you, but that is not the case. Even if your universe seems to slip down a rung or two on the ladder, maybe your next climb, you are climbing 5 steps on the ladder instead. So you go down, but then you go back up. You do not know. You cannot see the grandest of the grand pictures. You are not so far back out of your frame that you can take the widest angled look, so to speak. So from your end, when you are sitting there and you go, oh, crud, I have to make this phone call. I've been putting this off, but if I don't make this phone call, there will be worse repercussions. Trust your universe. You are source. Give it to Carl St. Germain and Archangel Raphael. Come, call us and say, hey, I have to make this telephone call. It's been sitting here. It is in my puffy today. I know I am source and I can trust that if I go through it, it'll be all right. Be with me as I walk through this so that for my highest outcome of joy and peace and abundance, everything will work out for me and for them on the other side of the telephone line as well. But in your universe, of course, keep this in mind that you cannot control how other people are going to react as well. You will just have to have faith in yourself as source and let go. Sometimes there is no action that needs to be taken right away. Like for Josh, there's no action right now he needs to take on his lease. You can sit there and let it percolate in the universe for larger signs. He's getting larger signs, but the larger signs will get larger. Trust your universe will give you the signs you need on how to react. And if you cannot react today, something you are not appropriate in reacting on today, can you trust that if you let it percolate in your universe, it will take care of itself in its own time? You will get the answer you need. We're not saying to abandon and not take care of it and just, oh, I'm going to ignore the situation. Just going to ignore his lease. And eventually they come knocking on his door in August. No, that is not the case. What we are saying is, can you let go and to find the right time, to let your universe give you, can you have the intuitive hit to let your universe give you the signals to know when to react? Sometimes we dovish into things, we get into fear, so then we react quickly, but only out of fear. This is why you need to learn to slow down. You don't need to do anything, but learning to slow down in your universe and stay out of your dense trauma body will help you then to slow down, to frame the situation. However, whatever it is in your universe, like I said, for Josh, it is his apartment lease. For you, it may be your automobile lease. You are plotting on, I have to buy this airline ticket by Thursday. Today is Wednesday, so I have to buy this airline ticket tomorrow or the sale price goes away. Do I buy it or not? Can you sit on it for another 10 hours and see what comes up in your universe in the signs to tell you yes to buy the airline ticket or no, don't buy that airline ticket. You are not going on that trip. There's a better trip there for you behind that you are not seeing yet. Let go. This is all about slowing down and letting go and trust that you are source, that you are creating your universe, and that what is in front of you in your frame is meant to be there. I'm going to repeat that. Whatever is in your frame, whatever's swirling around in your toroidal field, hopefully not your dervishing universe, but in your own personal toroidal field, it is meant to be there. Do not push it out of frame. Do not ignore it, but do not clamor about it either. Find that balance. balance. There's the word balance again. It's all about balance. When something comes into your frame, I don't want to deal with that. I'm going to let the universe work it out first. I am in trust. Balance and trust. I'm not going to dovish off in my 3D trauma body. I'm going to let go and realize I am the flow that I am looking for in the first place. So if I let go, I can be in my own flow. It is my energies of fear and worry that block things in the first place. And tell my universe, whilst I trust you, I really don't. Keep that in mind. When you are putting out energies of fear or doubt, I don't know, I'm not sure, I don't know what's going to happen, I am kind of worried, you are not trusting your universe. You are not in frame, and you are not trusting. We understand where that you're going, whoa, I have to try. This is a big step. I am going to let go and let my universe, source, the higher source that is me, and Archangel Raphael, Saint Germain, and whomever, your guides, whatever, white buffalo, calf woman, whomever it might be, can you let go? Ask them for help. Realize you have a divine family. You have a crowd that follows you wherever you go. If you ask for help, they are there, like your super friends. We are like super friends. You pick up the red phone and call up Superman at the Hall of Justice. And guess who shows up? Archangel Raphael and Saint Germain. Archangel Michael, who come and cut the cords for you. And Kuan Yin, who will bring you all the divine feminine love you need. And Isis, who will drop a pyramid of protection and show you that you are an ancient roaring soul, a Sekhmet, who will come in and give you that growling lion's roar, so you can fight these things. You can get that strength, not fight. You are not fighting anything, but get that strength inside of you so that you can tackle what is in front of you. Can you call on your family and let go and relax and let your universe frame you up before you make decisions? Again, we are going to repeat that. Call on us, your super friends, so to speak. Pick up the phone and call the red line at the Hall of Justice. I have an issue. I need some help. We are going to be there for you. Let us populate it with you, and you will get clarity. You will see what you need to see. You will get the information that you need to get. And of course, Josh is way dating himself by talking about the super friends in the Hall of Justice. But nonetheless, do you have your red phone to your guides, to Archangel Raphael and Saint Germain? Do you have your red phone to your helpers, to your direct angel? For Josh, it's Ron. He just calls it Ron and Company. So who is your guardian angel? And do you have that direct telephone line? Keep that line open. When you have those situations that you don't want to deal with, or things come up in your puzzle during your day, and I have to deal with this, but if I let it go, maybe the universe will give me a better answer. And I have to trust. Trust your universe. Trust when you pick up the hotline to your super friend, so to speak, that the call will be answered and that you will get the answer that you need in divine timing. It may not come when you want it. That's another thing. We want something immediately. We want it now. We want the answer now. Done it. But you cannot get the answer right now. Sometimes you have to let it percolate. Sometimes you have to wait and end up in the right place at the right time for the right answer to show up. Sometimes it takes a week or a month. Sometimes you could be sitting at the red traffic light and you see the right license plate number and poof, the answer comes. Trust. We are not going to ever leave you hanging. You leave yourselves hanging, but we, your super friends, so to speak, we are not going to ever leave you hanging. Yeah. If you trust your universe, trust that the answers will come, and trust that if you do nothing at the exact moment that something has to be taken, you see it and go, like for Josh's lease. He does nothing right now. That by the time he needs to do something for his lease, whatever it is, resign it or take month to month or move out, whatever it is in his universe, he will know the answer. It will come. It will be in his frame because we will give it to him. We are not going to leave him hanging. If you are slowing down and listen to your intuition, that's the key, is to slow down. And if you don't know how to slow down, that just means turn off your TV, turn off your radio, and sit with yourself. That is it. We are not asking for much. We're not asking you to walk at half speed or talk slowly or anything like that. We are just asking for you to slow your brain down, to slow things around you down so that you can stand there for a minute and stop watching your universe spin and kind of get off of the tilt-a-whirl of your universe for a moment and see what's going on. take a larger picture. You could step out of your universe as well. And we could say, slow down, step out of your universe, take a larger snapshot of your universe. The same general idea. We're not going to keep this too much longer. We keep these about the same. They all end up about 30 minutes, give or take. But from your end, if there's something that you have been putting off, or there's something in front of you, if you are putting it off, we ask that can you tackle it today? If it is an energy that you cannot, like Josh's lease, or maybe you are deciding on buying a new automobile and you don't know which one to buy, give it to your universe. Sit back. Lean out of it for a minute. Don't let it be the focused energy in front of you. Drop it. Put it on the back burner by giving it to your universe and saying, okay, family, when I am ready and it is ready, I know and I trust the answers, the correct answers will appear. And I trust that the actions that I need to take will be as clear as glass, as clear as a blue sunny day. To come like punching the gut of energy. We are Archangel Raphael and Saint Germain, and we have channeled. Can you find the peace in your universe for the answers you yet don't have? If you cannot, that is okay. Go outside and ground. That is always going to be Saint Germain's first answer. Get your feet on the ground, turn off your TV, slow down, listen to the wind in the willows, so to speak. See if they are playing Tifa too. But for you, can you slow down enough to allow us in, where you can push yourself out, so to speak, and not worry? And trust in your universe that these longer outward decisions that you have to make, buying an airline ticket, leasing a car, whatever it is that is in your future, Purvey, in your future frame, can you trust that you will have the answers when you need them from your universe, and not sit there and dovish your way into an answer that you may not want to take, or an answer that you give to whatever is in front of you that you just hesitate. I'm just going to do that. I'm done. Let go and relax. Trust your universe. Trust that whatever is out there on your horizon, if you give it to Saint Germain, Archangel Raphael, your guides, Kuan Yin, whomever it might be, you're going to find the peace, because you'll get the answer you are looking for, and it will come like poof, and you will go, ah. And it will settle in your soul. Those answers, you get that answer that settles in your soul. You know. It's not the answer that, it's that, that is the answer. Trust your universe will deliver that. Releasing transmission. Whew. Hey, where's the squirrel? Black squirrel. Cool. All right. 27 minutes. All right, guys. Every time a bell rings, an angel gets its wings. I love that. So, yeah, what's in front of you that you might need to tackle, but you got to trust your universe will give you the answers? Team Helene. I love it. All right, let's see what we got in the chat here, guys. 9 of us. I'm actually had this happen to me recently. I retired for 6 years, but was helping out at my old job, and new administration yells at me, doing UT wrong. I said, this is how I was taught 21. Exactly. You're doing it right for you, and hold that. If somebody comes in, you're doing that wrong. To you, I'm doing that wrong. For me, this is how I was trained. If there's a better way, maybe you can show me. That's awesome energy. So yeah, I love you guys. I am grateful. Great message of faith over fear. Absolutely. Thank you guys. Yeah, I've got to have that faith. I mean, what am I going to do? My lease is up in the middle of July, and it's like, what do? I can sit here and flip out, or I can trust. And that trust gets better every single day. And I hope it does for you too. Whatever is out there in your future frame, something that you're a date that's marked on your calendar there, do you trust that when it swings around to that date, you got this? It's got you, and your universe has got your back. All right, I'm going to end it here, guys. It's been about 30 minutes. I appreciate you and love you. Thank you all for being here. Millie, Helene, Angela, much love. Fatima, Dora, and anybody else who's in the chat, thank you. We'll be live again tomorrow, and same time, same channel. I appreciate you guys. Thank you so much. Much love and favor, and stay awesome. See you in the next.